Tammy, thank you so much. Good morning to you and the viewers at home. Indeed, we are heaving a sigh of relief, filled with euphoria that the summer 29 will be going ahead as planned. We had already planned for the 18th of November in a different place, but now we are moving to SunBet Arena. We're thrilled that our partners, Sun Africa Festival, Africa Fest, agreed to a proposal when we asked to partner with them. This is a new cultural festival that is happening at the SunBet Arena, and they already had their plans in place. And we realized that working together as an industry would actually save the summer. That's the only option that we had. So, and they came to the party. And that is why we're proud to announce today that on the 18th of November, the summers will be taking place as part of the Africa Fest a concert and festival that features Amapiano artists. We'll be bringing our own lineup of artists, and it's a collaboration. When we talk about money, it really is using what we have. As you can imagine, as I said, that the Africa Fest was already in progress, already finalizing their plans. So we're really plugging in on what they already have. So we're using what we have. We don't have a provincial sponsor. We don't have a municipality sponsor or anything like that. It's really using what the little that we have in our savings.
And talking about sponsorships, I mean, some of the rhetoric and the questions that were being asked is that the Summers is such a huge property. Why are there no corporate sponsors? Did you knock on doors, and what are the type of reactions that you received?
We do knock on doors. We do have some corporate sponsors who come on board from time to time. We do also, but I need to be honest with you that organizing a mega event like the summer with a budget of over 30 million rand is not easy in these tough economic times. We do have sponsors that come. We do have sponsors that decline. But that's the nature of the game. What pushes us is the passion that we have for the industry. And that is why I've been saying in interviews that sometimes it's difficult for us not to host the awards without the support of a provincial sponsor. That is why most of the time you hear us partnering with provinces, with the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture, because we do need government support so that we can meet the target. But we do really, I hope the sponsors, corporate sponsors watching this interview, and they'll put their hands up to say, we will save the summers, we will save the industry, because it's not really just a party. We're putting money back into the economy and we celebrate our artists.
We heard from MEC Siboniso Duma that just because they are withdrawing from Summers 29, it doesn't mean that your 3-year sponsorship agreement actually comes to an end and that won't be affected. What exactly does that mean, and what is the way forward for the Summers and KwaZulu-Natal in light of this 3-year sponsorship deal that was actually penned?
That is true. We do have a 3-year contract with KZN, but what I can tell you at this stage is that negotiations are still ongoing at a higher level. We will make an announcement in due course. What we needed to focus our energies on was to get Summer 29 in 2023 to happen. So that's where we directed all our energies. And then after this, then we can sit down with the government of KZN and find a way forward. So that I can have an update for you at a later stage.
From where I'm sitting, it sounds like it's going to be an uphill battle, because the words here that were used is that spending 20 million rand on an event such as the Summers, in as much as, yes, it will assist artists who were affected by COVID-19, that it's great for tourism, for KwaZulu-Natal. The words that were used is that workers were feeling that it's polarizing to spend this amount of money when KZN is still trying to recover from floods that don't seem to be abating, when unemployment in KwaZulu-Natal still continues to be a challenge. How do you think that you'll actually be able to find a middle ground moving forward? Because all of these factors and all of those things that we've spoken about now, I don't think they'll be going away anytime soon. Next year, we probably might just be finding ourselves in exactly the same situation, facing exactly the same dynamics. Do you have a backup plan?
Well, Tammy, the thing about it is that the summer are we're just an organization that celebrates talent, that celebrates musicians, that celebrates a cultural aspect of our existence as South Africans. And we've been avoiding politics for such a long time. It's not our place. It's not where we play in. Some of these questions can be answered by the government of KZN itself. But from our standpoint, the government of KZN itself conducted a study on how much or what are the benefits they'll be reaping from hosting the summers. They banded about the amount of 345 million rand as return on investment. They might be spending whatever the amount they're spending on the show, but the benefits for the industry were much, much greater. Or for the province of KZN, not just the town or the city of eThekwini. It was to benefit the entire province with all of these programs that they had in place, from tourism to fashion, to lifestyle, to retail. All of these sectors were going to benefit from there. This is the assessment that they made themselves. What I'm saying to you is that we are continuing with our negotiations based on a contract that was signed for 3 years. It might be an uphill battle, it might not be, we don't know. We'll see as time progresses. But we are pursuing the agreement that we signed, and we're hoping that we'll find a middle ground sooner than later for the sake of the industry, for the sake of the province as well.
Lesley, we'll leave it at that for this morning.